Loin's $8 roast week at Lucky's this week, so I picked up this nice pork roast here. This one is a pork loin New York boneless roast. So that's a nice lean piece of pork there. And I'm going to try to cook it in a toaster oven. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to rub it down with olive oil on both sides, and then I'm going to just season it with some garlic, salt, and onion powder. And then if I have room, I may try to put a few potatoes on there as well. The underside of this roast has some fat on there, but it's pretty thin layer, so I don't think it's really enough to bother with trying to screw around and trim it off. I'm just going to leave it on there and just season it like that. And then the top side's real nice looking there, so just going to finish seasoning that and we'll be ready to go here in a minute. I have a little bit of room still, so I think I will try putting a few of these potatoes on there. I actually grew these guys. These were, I had some old potatoes that were starting to sprout, so I stuck them in the ground on the side of the house, and that's what I ended up with. It was kind of neat. They're not very big, but what the heck. So what I did here is I took a can of this healthy recipe cream of mushroom soup and I put it in that bowl, and then I added a can of water as well, and then I cut up my little potatoes and I put them in there, and then I also added in a little onion powder and garlic salt, and I'm just going to put those on the tray with it, and hopefully that'll be kind of like potatoes and gravy, but we'll see. Okay, I set my oven to 350 degrees. I put a meat thermometer in there. This does have one of those pop-up timers, but I don't really trust those that much. So my plan is to cook it to 145 degrees on the meat thermometer. And there's quite a bit of liquid in there from the soup. I'm hoping I didn't overfill that and it doesn't start to overflow. That'll make a nice mess. Me and my big ideas here. I guess if that happens, I'll just have to open it up and spoon a little bit out. Alright, bring you guys back in a while. The really handy thing about using the toaster oven to cook this is I can see the meat thermometer right through the glass, so I don't have to open the door like I would on the big oven, or even on the grill for that matter. So it's a real simple way to do this. Right, this roast's been cooking for an hour and a half now, and it's smelling pretty darn good. Now, this is a 3.68 pound roast. My temperature is about 135, it looks like. The package says cook it to 160, but I'm only cooking it to 145 because I like my pork a little more rare than that. And none of that soup boiled out. That wasn't an issue. And anything, if anything, it looks like it cooked down, evaporate a little bit. Actually, let me open that real quick and just look real quick so you guys can see how this looks. Oh yeah, it's looking nice. Okay. I just have to let that cook for probably about 10 more minutes, then I'll shut it off and show you guys how it looks. Okay, that was in there about an hour and 45 minutes, and I just took it out. Looks really good. Potatoes look like they're cooked. I don't usually do the plate up thing, but I think I will cut into that and put some on a plate and show you guys how it looks. That pop-up timer didn't pop up, but let's see how it looks right in the middle here. Come on, baby. Whoops. See? It's plenty cooked. If I would have waited for that pop-up timer, that would have been so dry. Alright, let me get a plate here. Alright, we're all plated up here. Pork came out nice and juicy. Potatoes cooked nicely that way, and the mushroom soup worked out good as kind of a gravy there. Have some coleslaw that I made yesterday. I'm ready to eat. Thanks for watching, you guys. Talk to you next time.